After spending most of last year on the International Space Station, an astronaut from Luzerne County is hoping to inspire the next generation of astronauts. Newswatch 16's Chelsea Strube was there for his presentation at Pittston Area High School.
Almost a year after he landed back on Earth, after spending 170 days in the International Space Station, Colonel Bob Hines, a mountaintop native and NASA astronaut, is sharing his story with students at Pittston Area High School.
There's so much fascination about how all that technology works with the math and how it's able to pre-calculate landings. It's all very interesting to me.
Being that it is someone from our area, the students can relate to that, and maybe they can work a little bit harder and realize their dreams are attainable.
During his presentation, Hines talked about how the generation in this auditorium could be the generation that goes to Mars.
It is crazy to think that one of my classmates could be the ones going to Mars. You know, it's surreal to think about.
But he says before we can land on the red planet, there are other things that need to happen, like creating an independent food source in space. One of Hines's major experiments while in space was called X-Roots, where they successfully grew tomatoes on the space station.
And they have tried it in the past and they got them to grow but never actually flower and produce fruit. And about 2 weeks before we came home, we started getting tomatoes on there. And so we had about 15 bright red tomatoes by the time I left. And it was really incredible and just a really neat experience.
But this success is just one of the many puzzle pieces needed to one day land on Mars.
If we're able to grow crops, those can help not only sustain us with nourishment, but also produce fresh air for us and help us, to help our life support environments on the trip. So a lot of these experiments are multifaceted.
Whether the next astronaut is in this audience or not, students here tell Newswatch 16 this presentation was inspiring.
I don't know what I'm going to do, a little bit of lack of direction, so just having that cool little, knowing that the path isn't linear, all that stuff is very motivating to do.
Chelsea Strube, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.